I know he's not perfect and I know he cuts corners. I can tell he's poured out a lot of money into this project. He didn't cut any corners. Yeah, it's been his baby. This is obviously my baby and my brother, and I put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this. This was your baby from the beginning. This is not the time to cut corners. Well, we'll start cutting corners. I don't need that big fancy stove from France. It's too expensive, and I don't want it that much. That's the one place you cannot cut corners. I don't cut corners. I never cut corners. So you can just check that little box. I don't cut corners. The ball is in your court. Divorce papers. The ball's in your court. If you sign, I'll sign. We've done everything we can. The ball's in their court now. Did you talk to Danny? Nah, I just left him a very heartfelt message. Ball's in his court. You've helped him in every way you can. The ball's in his court now. You can only do so much to help him. The document is with them and the ball's in their court. I'm glad we see eye to eye on this issue. We don't see eye to eye on the new marketing strategy. We often don't see eye to eye, and yet there are ways we can work together. I don't think we are compatible. We don't see eye to eye. It's impossible to see eye to eye on everything. You're not a terrible person. I know we don't always see eye to eye. I'm still on the fence. No, I'm still on the fence about it. How did the meeting go? It went well. At first, she was on the fence, but I talked her into buying it. I'm on the fence here. Can we table that? Oh, sure. Can we talk about it later? Can we discuss it later? Guys, can we table this? We gotta get ready. Come on. Let's table that conversation till Monday. Julie and I decided to table that conversation until Monday. Why don't we discuss it over lunch? We really shouldn't be discussing this over the phone. Let's table that conversation till we know more. Maybe we should table this conversation for a more appropriate time and place. Let's table this conversation for now. So let's table this conversation. I'll call you later to revisit this once I have clear thoughts on this. Why don't we table that for a minute? We have more pressing matters to deal with. How about we table that for a minute? Let's hold off on that discussion. Let's hold off on that decision until Monday. Could we hold off on this decision and could we get further information? Last but not least, let's talk about state-sponsored tax. And then of course, last but not least, thank you. It was a real honor. So first things first, I want to talk about some tools that we all have at our disposal. First things first, let's talk about how the meeting went last week. First things first, I need you to fill out these forms. First things first, we need data to train the model on. I know we have a lot to discuss, but first things first, let's order some food. First things first, how do these two work for you and Claire? First things first, let's order a drink. I looked into some of the options we have on the table. I researched some of the options you have on the table. This is exhaustive. This is by no means an exhaustive list. My offer is still on the table. Alaska, however, is still on the table. Did you ask her for a discount? That wasn't on the table. Did you ask her to stay? It wasn't on the table. It's off the table. Forget it. The offer is off the table. Let's take that off the table for now. So again, nothing's off the table. My ultimate priority is my career. This is our number one priority. This is our top priority. This project is our top priority. Please make this a priority. There's ample reason to make this a priority. Is that really a priority? We have other priorities right now. But my children are my priority. I valet parked. I used valet parking. I parked it with a valet. How much is the valet parking? Where's the valet? Could you validate my parking? You guys validate parking? Oh yeah, sure thing. And how many hours is that good for? Do you need parking validation? It's got its advantages, its disadvantages. You should take advantage of this opportunity. Are you saying I should lie? No, I'm saying you should take advantage of the circumstances. There's nothing wrong with taking advantage of an opportunity. She's taking advantage of your kindness. Well, it's been a wonderful evening, but we better be going. We don't want to take advantage of your hospitality. You should weigh the pros and cons. All things considered, weighing pros and cons, I think it's a great idea. What are the cons? What's the difference between this one and the F590? They both have their pros and cons. The pros outweigh the cons. The pros far outweigh the cons. I think that the advantages outweigh the disadvantages. Bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich. The BLT. Can I have the sauce on the side? Just give me tuna, salmon, shrimp. Meet me halfway.